it is about 12:30 in the afternoon on Monday. Zaya is taking her afternoon nap, and I was going to make me something to eat, some lunch. But I'm also currently trying to edit the weekly vlog from last week, and it's Monday, which means it's a day late because I'm supposed to post my weekly vlogs on Sunday, but it's late because I was preoccupied with Mother's Day yesterday, and also because when I sat down to edit it, I realized that I had over 2.5 hours worth of footage just from that week, because I was just like filming every little thing that Zaya did because obviously, me being her mom, I think everything she does is like worth filming and worth watching. So I ended up with 2.5 hours worth of footage. And now I'm trying to edit it because my weekly vlogs are supposed to be about 30 minutes long. Already they've usually always been like 45 minutes or more, and I honestly think that that's like overkill. But you guys say that you like the long vlogs, so I just continue doing it. But 2.5 hours, no, that's way too long, and that's gonna take too long to upload, and it's gonna no. So I'm trying to edit it down, but it's really hard for me to choose which clips deserve to be in the video. So I just posted on Snapchat and I asked you guys what I should do, and of course you guys are like, we want to see the whole thing, like don't worry about how long it is, blah blah blah, which is awesome. But I can't keep doing that because I don't have a lot of time anymore to edit and upload. So if I'm doing like these long videos, it takes me forever to edit them, then it takes them forever to render, and it goes so slow when it tries to upload, and I don't have hours and hours of my day anymore to devote to that. So it's gonna end up that the vlog is always late or I never get it done on, and I don't want that to be the case. So I really want my vlogs to just be like 30 minutes. That way I can edit them, I can get them uploaded, and I can still get them out every week. Look what Zaya does every time she's waking up. I'm gonna roll her over on her back. Oh, stretch. Stretch. She starts going like a little roly-poly, flailing her arms and legs all over the place, stretching and yawning. Is it hard to wake up? Why do you look so skeptical? Why do you look so worried? Hi, girl. Hi, smiley girl. Oh, so many emotions all at once. Worried, smiling, crying, confused, stretching. Is this your jam, Zaya? Is this your favorite song? First time at Starbucks. Better get used to it.
Are you ready for your coffee, little coffee color girl?
Bacon Gouda egg sandwich, my usual. So today we are at my apartment, as you can tell, because I wanted to come here for the day while my mom is at work down the street to film some videos, because at my parents' house it's not really the best filming setup. I mean, I did successfully film my labor and delivery video in my mom's office and it was okay, but obviously I would prefer to be in my own setup with all of my lights and everything. So it's just easier instead of trying to bring everything to their house when I already have all the baby stuff there, and I'm like, it's already like overflowing in that guest room. It's a lot easier just for me and Zaya to come to my apartment while my mom is at work, and then we can go back home when my mom leaves to go home. Come on. Just change your clothes because this is dirty. It's dirty. We're both eating breakfast. We're eating breakfast at the same time, Zaya. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Do you like being at your house? Do you like being at your house? Look at those cheeks. Zaya is actually sleeping in her crib. It's so cute. This is the first time I've seen her in her own crib. I have her sound machine going because that really helps her. We have like probably a total of like 4 sound machines because she loves the white noise sound, so we always keep a sound machine on hand and it seems to help her sleep. It's really warm in my apartment, so I didn't swaddle her or put a blanket or anything because it's already warm in here and I don't want her to overheat. I noticed that she actually gets like hot and sweaty sometimes if I wrap her up too much and I don't want her to like overheat or anything. So I think she's comfortable just laying there with nothing. So it's about noon now. I was able to successfully take a shower. Zaya is in her crib, in her own nursery, in her own crib for like the first time. And I'm about to do my makeup at my vanity for like the first time. I think maybe I used it like once really quickly, but now I'm about to like really use it for the first time. So I'm pretty excited about that. About to beat this face. Oh, well, look who decided she wanted to join the makeup party. I guess I better get pretty good at doing my makeup with one hand, which doesn't sound like it would be that hard because like you don't usually use both hands at the same time doing your makeup, but it throws off your balance. Okay, so I'm finally almost finished with my makeup. I still have to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with my hair. Probably a bun of some type because like I do not have time. And Zaya is asleep in her crib. My mom actually just came on her lunch break from work and brought me some lunch. Don't mind all of the trash on my counter, but she brought me some pizza from Whole Foods and my most favorite drink ever. I was so happy to drink this. Like, this is so good, you guys. So good. So I just finished that up. I am going to finish my makeup, slick my hair back, I guess, throw on a top, and film this Q&A video and try to get everything done within like an hour so that Zaya will stay asleep and I will be done at a decent time so I can go home with my mom when she gets off work. Well, I say gets off work, but really her work schedule is extremely flexible, which is good. She kind of can come in and leave whenever she wants. So that's going to be really good for me going into the future as well, especially since she works in the same place as I live. So yeah, okay, let's do this. I am finally done getting ready and it is 2:30 p.m., which is the time that I thought that I would be done filming. And I'm just now about to set up my camera and start filming, so. You see how today is going. I almost started crying because I couldn't get my hair in a bun. Like, I couldn't get it in a bun. Not that I couldn't get it in a good bun, but I could not get it in a bun, period. Don't ask me why, how, or what was going on, but I could not even get my hair all together in a bun because it was just all poofed out from just not doing it. And I didn't like wash it today. it was just a struggle. So I almost started crying. Do you ever have those moments where like you're doing something really dumb and not important, but you get so frustrated with it that you just feel like you just want to cry? Anyway, I got my hair in this really freaking stupid ratchet bun that just looks really crazy. Like I am texting my hairstylist today, and I am setting up an appointment today to get my hair done today. Well, not getting my hair done today because obviously I have to make an appointment for it in the future, but it's going to be ASAP. As soon as she's available, I'm getting this freaking hair done because I cannot do this anymore. It is 5 o'clock. I am currently in the car with Zaya in the parking lot. My mom stopped at the grocery store to grab something really quick, so we're waiting in the car. The car is running, don't worry, the air conditioner is on. I actually did end up filming my Q&A video. I got it filmed. I even took a thumbnail picture with Zaya. Not sure how that picture came out, we'll see, but I got the video filmed. The whole ordeal took way longer and was a little bit more difficult than I had thought that it was going to be, so it's kind of just an eye-opener for how it's going to be from here on out trying to film videos, even if it's just a simple sit-down talking video like I was trying to film today. It's definitely a lot more difficult because you just never know when a baby is gonna wake up, when they're gonna need you. You don't have your hands free. I mean, it's common sense, you guys all know this, but to actually go through the motions of doing it in my own apartment for the first time, it kind of was definitely an eye-opener. So I don't know, I ended up having to actually call my mom to come from work and come to my apartment and take Zaya on a little bit of a walk so that I could actually finish the video, because Zaya was not wanting to stay asleep or anything like that. So my mom actually had to come get her and like babysit for like an hour so that I could actually film it. So yeah, luckily I have my mom. Luckily my mom works right there, so you know, a lot of times I will be able to call her and have her kind of like babysit if I need to film something. But it's so different. It's so different than what I'm used to, just being able to get up and film whenever I want and take as long as I want doing my makeup so that I can look right on camera and stuff like that. It's just different. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm complaining, and I technically am complaining, but I'm not complaining, you know? It's like, obviously I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's not like I'm like, I hate Zaya, she makes it hard to film videos. Like, it's not like that at all. Like, it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. But it's just different. We are going on our nice family walk. My dad, my mom, Zaya in the stroller, of course. I think Zaya's getting a little bit bored of it. Oh.
Okay, almost to the top.
We're almost to the top of the hill.
Look. Hey. Hey.
Ooh. Are you getting bored?
Yes, I can, Zion.
Are you getting bored? This is good exercise because it's really hilly. It wasn't helping. It helps a little bit to lean on the stroller.
Maybe then. Teeth?
It is Wednesday, 1:30 p.m. I look crazy, I know. But look, after literally ordering or having 3 of these Catan baby carriers, I finally found the right one that actually fits because they come in multiple sizes. So I tried the medium, that was way too big. I tried the small, that was still too big. So now I have an extra small. I know you're hungry. I have an extra small, and it fits, and it works really well. It works really well. Okay, she's fed and happy now. Look, hands free, and it's so like tight and secure. It feels so safe and cuddly, and she's right here so I can still, you know, see her face and everything. Woo, but I can like do all types of activities with my hands. Activities. Let me see your new outfit, Zaya. From Cousin Liz. Wow, so cute. It says, "Wild about mommy." With little matching leopard shorts. So cute. Do you like it? Do you like it? And we let your hair be wild today too. We didn't brush it down like we normally do. So I got curly hair. My hair is curly. See, my hair is curly. And Zaya. Getting ready for bedtime. You look like a little cartoon baby with your little hair curl. And your little onesie with the little footies. With the little footies. Are you saying good morning? Or are you just fussing? Here we go. I stop the hiccups. We're gonna stop the hiccups. Go. Go. Lift up. Open up. Swallow. Is it nasty? Sorry. Lift up and open up. And then shoot it in there. Did the hiccup stop already? Let's do a little bit more for safe measure. Lift up, open up. Lift up, open up, and zoom. That's not good. That's not good, huh? That's not very good, huh? But it helps. See, the hiccups are all gone immediately. This is what I'm giving her. It's gripe water. If it'll focus, gripe water, not grape, gripe. And it has like fennel and ginger in it, and it's for gas, colic, fussiness, and hiccups. But for her, it really works really well for hiccups. Like, you just give her like even just half the dose, and it immediately stops the hiccups usually. See? No more hiccups. You could be on a commercial for it. No more hiccups. Hi, Napa girl. What? So it is about 8:50 in the morning now on Thursday. I got my coffee. I got my Pop-Tart. I got a very calm, happy baby in her carrier, which I am still loving. Second day with it. So yeah, she's very calm and comfortable and relaxed. She really usually so far has gone straight to sleep almost every time I put her in here. She's falling asleep right now. Obviously, the only thing with eating and drinking while you're wearing this, it's kind of already covering her head a little bit, but you want to make sure that you don't let stuff fall on her. So I just hold the plate as a barrier. And then when I drink my coffee, I do it to the side. Because God forbid, if I did it to the front and a drop of hot coffee landed on her head. So it's a gloomy, rainy day. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. You can kind of hear it coming down the fireplace. And it's like really dark in here because it's so cloudy outside. So Zaya and I have just been relaxing, watching some YouTube videos. I took her out of her carrier and fed her and changed her diaper and everything, of course. But I put her back in her carrier because it makes it so much easier to carry her around, because me and my mom did like a bootleg way of trying to see how much she weighs now, because she went in for like her 2-week appointment and everything. And so she was like around, no, I think she was like 8.5 pounds the last time that she got weighed at the doctor. But of course she doesn't go back until her 2-month checkup. So in the meantime, I wanted to know how much she weighs now. So I just used my mom's scale, and my mom had the idea for me to get on and weigh myself, and then get on holding her, and then subtract the difference to try to see how much she weighs. Because if you just try to sit her down on top of that scale, it doesn't work. So instead we like subtracted the difference, and based on that bootleg, not accurate way, she weighs like 10 pounds. So, I mean, I think that's, you know, I would say she weighs around 10 pounds. So anyway, being that she's about 10 pounds now, and being that I am literally a noodle, like I am the weakest ramen noodle ever when it comes to fitness or strength, like I have 0 arm strength. Even when I'm vlogging, like right now, my arm starts hurting just from holding this little camera. Because I have like no arm strength. It's really sad and embarrassing. But you can imagine how it is for me to try to carry around a 10-pound baby all day. So I got mine in extra small. It comes in extra small, small, medium, large, whatever. Like I said before, I tried many different sizes. What are you saying? Are you talking in your sleep? But yeah, so the extra small is the size that I needed. There's a bunch of different ways that you can wrap it. So it comes with this manual that shows you step by step with pictures, different ways that you can do it, and like what it's recommended for. Like the way I have it now is recommended for newborns. So yeah, but when she gets bigger, there's like different ways you can do it. Today in Raven's Ratchet Kitchen, I'm gonna show you how to make a personal family favorite. Something that we like to call fried rice, but it's not the fried rice that you're thinking of. We either call it fried rice or eggs and rice. What you need is some old rice, for example, leftovers from dinner. It works best if you actually leave it out at room temperature and don't put it in the refrigerator. So this has been left out and it kind of gets crusty, but that's a good thing. So what you do is you get yourself a pan, you put some oil in the pan, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. You heat up the oil on high heat, and then you take your old rice, drape it into the pan, and then you basically just fry it. So move it around the pan, break it up if it's clumped together. And this is really not frying necessarily because it's not that much oil, so it's not enough to like pop around or anything like that. You're mostly just heating the rice through. You only need 2 more ingredients for this, and that is an egg and whatever kind of spicy Cajun seasoning that you like to use. This is like a blend that my mom makes. So now the rice is hot, and basically what you want to do is you want to create a well in the middle. So you just scoot the rice off to the side and create a little open circle in the middle. Make sure your egg doesn't stick. Let it cook for a second and then break the yolk and start scooting it around and scrambling it a little bit. So now you have something that looks like this, and the egg is starting to cook. And right before the egg gets completely cooked, you start adding the rice in there and mixing everything together. I'm pretty heavy-handed with this because I like for it to be heavily seasoned. And I usually just use all of the leftovers and make a big plate like this because you can eat a lot of this because it's like not much to it. Obviously, if you wanted to make this more like a real fried rice, you could add in some type of meat or vegetables. Maybe if you had that left over as well, you could just add that in really easily. But this is what we would typically eat for breakfast in my family. Still perfectly content in here. And I like how like from the front view, it really like protects her, and it actually kind of protects from the top view as well. And then she just has her little window to the side. The sun kind of came out. I have just been obsessed with eating fresh fruit, like pretty much any kind of fruit, berries, pineapple, grapes, mango, kiwi, banana, anything, any fresh fruit. I've been obsessed with eating it. I've been like splurging buying those cut up fresh fruit cups from Whole Foods, which cost like $10 for like a cup of fruit this big. But she decided that she was gonna make me some fruit cups by just buying fruit from the grocery store and cutting it up herself and putting it in her own containers. So she would just buy like a whole pineapple, a whole thing of strawberries, a thing of grapes, a couple of mangoes, whatever. And then she would come home and slice everything up and put it in little individual Tupperwares. There was like 1.5 fruit cups left and they were starting to get a little bit wilty, you know? So I decided that I'll just throw it in the blender. I should have put the ice in first, but this is a Blendtec blender, which I don't know if I've ever heard of a Blendtec blender, but they are like super high powered, like crazy blenders that can like blend up iPhones. If you put an iPhone in here, it'll turn the iPhone into dust. And it's super, super loud. So I'm kind of scared because I don't want to scare Zaya, but maybe I should go put her down in the other room before I do this. Let's do that. Like literally go on YouTube. You're already on YouTube if you're watching this, but after you watch this video, search for the Blendtec YouTube channel. And me and my little sister actually used to watch these videos before we owned one of these blenders. That's actually part of the reason why I told my mom she should get this blender, because me and my little sister, I don't know how we came across it, but we used to watch the videos, and there's this guy and he just takes this blender and it's called Will It Blend. And he just takes random objects and puts it in the blender and sees if the blender is strong enough to blend it up. Well, it's kind of a mix between a smoothie and a slushie. Refreshing. So it's about 11:30 now, which means it's nap time. It's time to take a nice long nap, girl. It's time to take a nice long nap, girl. So I know probably in my vlogs from now on, it's going to look like I literally never take her out of this carrier. And all I do is walk around with her in the carrier. But keep in mind that the reason why certain things look a certain way in my vlog is because that is the only time that I can film, if that makes sense. Like, oh, why is your mom always holding her? Why is your mom always giving her a bath? Why are you always having her in the carrier? That's all you ever do. No, that's not all I ever do. That's not all that ever happens, but that's all that ever happens when I'm able to film it. Obviously, I can't be giving her a bath and also filming that. If I want to film bath time, my mom has to do bath time. You forget that I'm also the one who's filming my vlogs. I don't have a camera crew. I don't have a bunch of tripods set up everywhere where I can just set up cameras everywhere. I'm literally holding the camera. I mean, sometimes depending on the situation, there are certain times where like I can sit my camera down on top of something and capture something hands-free, and you guys will see me do that like in the kitchen and stuff. I'll just sit my camera down on top of a jar or something like that. But a lot of times there's really nowhere for me to put my camera down unless I literally set up a tripod, which for weekly vlogging, that's just ridiculous. So you guys have to kind of take the footage with a grain of salt. Like, the reason why it looks this way is because that was the only way that she was able to film it. There's lots of moments throughout the day that you guys don't get to see because I simply cannot film them. You know, my last vlog was 57 minutes long, which was by far my longest vlog that I've ever posted. It was almost an hour long, but you guys asked for it. You guys said you wanted it. A lot of you guys actually said you wanted the full 2 hours of footage that I had, but I was like, no, 2 hours, that is way too much. 57 minutes is already way too much, so I just left it at that. But even with a 57-minute vlog, you feel like, oh, it's so long, I'm getting such a good look into her life, all this footage, blah blah blah. That's still only a tiny percentage of what actually happened that whole week, because it was 57 minutes of an entire 7 days worth of time. So 7 days. How many minutes are in 7? Okay, there's 24 hours in a day. There's 60 minutes in an hour. There's 7 days in a week. Do the math. How many minutes are there in a week? I don't even know. I can't even do that math in my head right now. But it's a lot more than 57. The 57 minutes is such a small percentage of time out of a whole entire week. So if you think about that, you're only seeing a tiny bit. Even though it's so long of a video and I try to film everything that I can, you're still only seeing a very tiny bit. That's why I discredit all of these comments that are like, you're always doing this, or why are you always doing that, or you really shouldn't always. Like, words like always have no meaning in this situation because there's no always. You're only seeing a small portion. But yeah, anytime that I make any type of disclaimer like that or I explain anything, you guys are always like, you don't have to explain yourself, you don't owe any explanation to anyone. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel that, but at the same time I'm like, no, actually I do. I actually really do have to explain myself because you can't do what I do. You can't make videos of your life and post it publicly on the internet without explanation. Like, I mean, I guess you could, but you have to explain what the people are seeing, because if you don't put explanations with it, if you don't talk people through it, and you're kind of just putting these short little clips, that's not enough of an explanation. That's not enough information for people to go off of. Sometimes you have to give people a little bit more information. It's kind of like putting a caption under a picture. Looking crazy as usual. Right now I'm watching some YouTube. I'm watching Alyssa makeup tutorials. I love her. Shout out to Alyssa Ashley. She's so cute. And her editing is like so good. So like good in a way where it's like aesthetically pleasing but also really informative and like helps the video make more sense, which is really helpful for makeup tutorials, because sometimes when I watch makeup tutorials I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, like I don't know, you didn't really show the product good, like whatever. But she does like a really good job. So if you don't already follow Alyssa Ashley, you should. Anyway, right now I'm kind of just organizing while I have a chance, because Zaya is down for her nap. And she is down for her nap. She is sleeping by herself in her own bed like a big girl. I have her out here in the hallway in her little thing because it's a nice place to have her close to the room and close to the bathroom, so that when I go to the bathroom and when I go in the room, she's close by so I can see her and hear her. I didn't want to bring her all the way in here because A, there's like no place to put it. This room is small, and B, you know, I'm watching videos, so I don't want the videos to like bother her. But yeah, so I just have her out in the hallway. Are you gonna sit in your chair? Probably not. Probably not gonna sit in here, because I don't like it.
How do we do this? I don't even know.
Are you looking at the things?
I'm gonna grab them.
Are you looking at the things? Wow. Wow. Look at all this beautiful, look at all these chickens. Look at all this beautiful fruit. Grapes, strawberries, blackberries, pre-cut pineapple because cutting the whole pineapple is too hard. Kiwi, mango, banana. And I pulled some old oranges out of the refrigerator. Get you some cups. Where are the rest of the cups? Look at this beautiful, colorful finished product.
You're talking? You're talking about.
What are you saying?
Hello. Hello.
What's saying? Guess where we are? Target, the best place in the world. My mom covered up Zaya because she's sleeping, and I guess she thinks that this will help her stay asleep. All the baby stuff. I got nursing pads because I go through these like crazy. I got some more breast milk pump freezer bag things. I need to pump some more. She's asleep or awake? She's asleep. Let's see, what else do I need? So of course I had to stop at Starbucks inside of the Target, and it is pouring down, raining outside. It is really pouring down, so I have no idea how we're going to get our bags and Zaya and ourselves to the car without getting soaking wet. And this, it has this little thing, but it doesn't cover all the way. It just barely, this is like pointless. I don't even have on a jacket or nothing, Jesus. Of course y'all know what drink I got. So it's almost 8:30 now. We literally spent like 2 hours at Target. I didn't even buy that much stuff. I literally just got some brow gel, some gum, and the breast milk freezer bags, and the nursing pads, leak protection, you know. This is the third brand that I've tried. I'm just kind of trying out all the different brands to see which ones are worth the money and which ones are best and blah blah blah. So I'm trying these Target brand ones now. What else? That's about it. We had kind of a boring week, I guess, but that's nothing new right now. The Blind Side, the movie, is on TV, so we're watching that. Zaya is in there with Grandma and Grandpa, or Grammy and Papa, as they like to be called. So I have cookies in the oven. We're just gonna watch the movie, and Zaya is already asleep. But yeah, that's about it. I always forget to actually end off my weekly vlogs, so I wanted to make a little outro before I forgot. So that's it for this week. I'll see you guys next week.